There is 201 days to go until the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. All the qualifying games are done and we now know all the teams, all the countries that will be playing in the 2018 FIFA World Cup. But today I've compiled a list of 10 facts about the 2018 FIFA World Cup that you guys are really going to enjoy. So today I've got 10 facts about the 2018 FIFA World Cup. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, make sure you go ahead and click that like button. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Make sure you also click on the notification button and become a part of the notification squad. Number 10, 2nd of December 2010. It all started back in 2010. In 2010, it was announced exactly on the 2nd of December 2010, Russia, for the very first time in its history, was granted the right to host the FIFA World Cup. Ever since 2010, there's been lots of planning done by Russia and FIFA to get this World Cup underway. And obviously, they're going to have 8 years to do so, make sure everything is perfect for the World Cup. And the finals of the tournament will be held from the 14th of June to the 15th of July in 2018. Number 9. Other European countries who placed bids. Russia won the right to host the World Cup, but there were other European countries who placed bids for the hosting rights. Africa hosted the 2010 World Cup, Brazil hosted the 2014 World Cup, so it was time that a European country came out and won the rights. There were some European countries that tried to do a repeat of the 2002 World Cup when there were two hosts of Japan and South Korea. The following European countries placed bids. It was Belgium and Netherlands placed a bid together. England placed a bid for themselves. Spain and Portugal placed bids together, and Russia, who did go on to actually win. 2 voting rounds were needed in order to actually choose a winner. In the second round, England received 0 votes, Netherlands and Belgium received 2 votes, Spain and Portugal received 7 votes, with Russia receiving 13 votes. And then it was announced that Russia did win the rights to host the 21st World Cup in 2018, but the decision was controversial. But with all that controversy, Russia will still be holding next year's World Cup. Number 8, 32 teams. There's going to be 32 teams taking part in the competition. Russia and 13 national teams would represent the European zone, 5 national teams from the African zone, and less than 4 from Asia and South America, and not less than 3 from the North American zone. Another 2 tournament tickets will be decided in playoffs. Number 7, thousands of volunteers. The World Cup is the biggest sporting event ever in football, and obviously there's going to be lots of volunteers that will be assisting in the process of managing and hosting the FIFA World Cup when it does begin. The organisers plan to include about 15,000 people in the 2018 World Cup and about 20,000 volunteers that will take part in the program and will become volunteers for the FIFA World Cup. Just showing how many people the World Cup brings together. You're going to have about 20,000 volunteers that are volunteering their time to go ahead and become a part of the FIFA World Cup. Number 6. FIFA banned Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe were expelled from FIFA from qualifying for the 2018 World Cup on the very first day of the 2018 World Cup qualifications in March of 2015. A team already got expelled by FIFA from the qualification process. It was Zimbabwe, who had never played in a World Cup before. The reason behind FIFA banning Zimbabwe from trying to qualify for the World Cup was because they failed to pay their former coach. You would expect a more shocking reason for FIFA to expel a nation from the World Cup qualifications. Number 5. A World Cup without South American champions. In the 2018 FIFA World Cup, we're going to see a World Cup without the South American champions. Defending South American champions Chile missed out on the World Cup. After missing out on the top 4 positions in the qualifiers, losing to Brazil on the final match day of the qualification rounds, Chile finished 6th in the qualification group stages, 1 position behind the playoff spot. Chile were the 2017 Confederations Cup runners-up also, that does get taken place a year before the World Cup, and Chile obviously was shocked that they didn't make it to the 2018 FIFA World Cup, and we're not going to see the likes of Alexis Sanchez and Arturo Vidal next year in Russia. Number 4. FIFA will use a system to monitor racism. The World Cup brings so many people together, so many people of different skin colors, different religious groups. With that, there are going to be some idiots that go ahead and use racism at the World Cup. So FIFA will use a system in the World Cup to monitor racism and discrimination. The host country, Russia, that is criticized a lot when it comes to such issues with racism and discrimination, is also tackling racism in football in the country, and obviously when the World Cup does begin, some 200 racist incidents were committed by Russian fans between 2012 and 2014. And let's hope FIFA can crack down on racism and discrimination in next year's event. Number 3. The logo reveal. So the way the FIFA unveiled the 2018 World Cup logo was really interesting. The 2018 World Cup logo was unveiled on the 28th of October 2014 in an international space station. Russia's sports minister said that the logo was inspired by Russia's rich artistic tradition and its history of bold achievement and innovation. FIFA President Sepp Blatter stated that it reflected the heart and soul of the country of Russia. And when you think of a World Cup logo being unveiled, the first thing that does not come to your mind is unveiling it in a space station. Number 2, 11 host cities. Initially in 2014, Russia wanted to use 16 stadiums and 13 host cities in the 2018 FIFA World Cup. More than 14 stadiums were used in the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. All 16 host cities are located in or close to the European country of Russia. But in 2012, the final numbers were announced. The 2018 World Cup will contain 11 host cities and 12 stadiums. Many of these stadiums will be constructed especially for the World Cup in 2018, and others will be renovated in order to meet FIFA's requirements. But the main stadium that will have all the eyes in the world on it is Moscow, because it will be the city that will host the World Cup final next year. And number 1, first World Cup in Europe since 2006. This will be the first World Cup since 2006 to be hosted in Europe. Yes, it took 12 years before we can witness a World Cup in Europe again. The last European country that hosted the World Cup was Germany, all the way back in 2006. The winners of that were Italy, who will not be taking part in the 2018 World Cup. The reason why it took so long is because FIFA likes to rotate hosting rights amongst continents. Since the 2006 World Cup, we had the 2010 World Cup in Africa and South America in 2014, which was hosted by Brazil. Before the 2006 World Cup in Germany, it was hosted by Asia. So you can see that FIFA like to rotate the continents that do get the FIFA World Cup. And that is the 10 facts about the 2018 FIFA World Cup. If you did enjoy this video, give it a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you all on my next video.